Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's me, your girl Angel. This is Rubbing Mind with Angel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, nice to meet you. Please, if you have not subscribed, don't forget to do that. Turn on your notification there. Whenever I drop a new video, you get notified. At the end of every video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you. So today, we want to celebrate our brother, Blord. Yes, Linus Williams, aka Blord. So he has been granted bail. He has been in jail for the past 2 weeks. He spent his Easter in jail. He couldn't be with his family. So finally, he has been granted bail. And but unfortunately, he will still be in Kuje prison till Monday because one of the things that was required for his bail to be perfected was for him to tender his traveling passport. But the passport is not yet presented because they have to bring it from Asaba, I think. So he has to be there until, because they don't work weekends, so it has to be there till Monday again before they will go back and fulfill everything. Then he can go home and be with his family. So now, that brings me to the next thing I want to say. You see, I know a lot of people were against VDM. They wanted to make this case VDM versus Blord. But if we do that, then we are not doing justice to this thing that Blord have done. I don't have anything against Blord, but because he went against the law, he has to face the law. The law have to take its course. Ignorance is not an excuse to commit a crime. You understand? Blord is learned enough to know that what he did, Blord cannot go and take the picture of President Tinubu and say Tinubu as, is an ambassador to his gadget that he's selling. Blord will not go and take the picture of this so-called Sowore again that is fighting on just fight for him and use it for the things that he used the picture of Very Dark Man to do in his name. Blord cannot go and take Davido's picture and say Davido na ambassador, or Burna Boy picture, or Asake picture, or Tiwa Savage picture, all these people, or Atiku picture. He won't go and do that. Is it because Very Dark Man is a poor man that all of you are begging, and begging? Anyway, what I want to say is that let the law take its course. He was remanded in prison because he refused to honor the invitation sent to him severally. He was sent an invitation. There was not unjust arrest of him. He was sent an invitation. He refused to come. He got several letters to come to court and hear his own opinion and let them listen to what he wants to say concerning the petition that Very Dark Man wrote against him. But he refused. He didn't come. So that was why even the day he was supposed to be in court, he refused to come. So the court had to send the police to go and pick him up. So there was no unjust arrest on Blord because from the statement that Barrister Masha said, let's listen to Barrister Masha because Sowore was there when Barrister Masha was explaining the whole thing in a short sentence. He put everything together, which we all already knew and we saw online what Blord did. Let's listen to Barrister Masha.
Of our brother or friend, we call him that now, Blord has been perfected. But we do not want to dwell on what has happened in the past. And then in talking about what crystallized the court today, we must also commend our leader here, Mr. Mole Sowore, for the role he played. And then we must also appreciate Very Dark Man for conceding to see that this matter is resolved amicably today. He has assured the world and assured even the prosecution that he is given to settling this matter. The fact cannot be denied that Very Dark Man was offended as far as this matter is concerned. And the way and manner that our friend now, Blord, went about this issue was most unfortunate. You do not offend a man in Africa and tell the man to do his worst. As far as this matter is concerned, Very Dark Man was offended. And as a man who is offended and a law-abiding citizen of this country, he has the right to approach the police and the court system to take up a fight that has a criminal element. This matter, in all its ramifications, was a criminal prosecution. and the matter was appropriately charged by the police who caught. But we don't want to dwell on what has happened and transpired in the past. We are now given to resolving this matter amicably. Both Blord and Very Dark Man are respected youths in this country today. The future of this country lies in the hands of youth with so much influence and so much to give. It would not serve any interest to keep fanning the embers of discord among our youth in this country. We want to see a future where youth with like mind will coalesce their resources and work together for the betterment of this country. This country needs a saving. There are serious national issues that need discourse, that needs urgent attention. Our people are being killed in Nigeria in droves today. The Boko Haram and other bandits are killing not just Nigerian citizens, but they're also killing generals. Brigade commanders are being killed in their camps in this country today. Nigerians are being killed in their thousands in this country today. The country keeps budgeting billions of dollars for security allocations in this country today, and there is nothing in terms of the fight as regards to counterinsurgency to show for it today. In the 2026 appropriation budget, the country budgeted over $2.2 billion in this country for security. And yet, a brigade commander could be killed in this country on account of a dilapidated operational vehicle. It is a shame of a country. Just last year, the country budgeted over $3.3 billion for security allocations, and yet there is nothing to show for it. Boko Haram and bandits are feasting on our people and killing us in our sleeps, in our homes, and on the Nigerian roads. Nowhere is safe. These are matters the Nigerian youth should be focused on, not issues of this nature. We thank Nigerians for their support, for both in support and those against. But we maintain for the uptake time that Very Dark Man in this matter was aggrieved and he had the right to approach the court. But we have now resolved to work together and to get this matter resolved amicably. On the next adjourned date, hopefully, we would have resolved the matter and report back to the court on the progress made so far. We thank you all and we appreciate you all. Thank you very much. The bail conditions were quite very simple, and we hope to conclude it before the end of work today. He was asked to bring 2 responsible Nigerian citizens. We already have them on ground, and he was also asked to deposit his international passport in court, which is a condition we can quickly meet. We are working around the clock to ensure that Blord is reconnected to his family today so that he can go back home and then face what is important. Blord is a young businessman. The future is very big and bright. He has been out of business for quite a while. So we think he should go back to his business, face his family, and then do what he's best at doing business and making money. Thank you.
Does this in any way affect your reputation as a human rights lawyer? Because the fact that some said you went against tenets of what you stand for in terms of like putting the protection.
Well, that allegation is quite very laughable. Now, I would say, even those who question that cannot in good faith say that I have gone against what we stand for as far as our human rights defense and activism is concerned in this country. Our position has always been clear that on no account should free speech and freedom of expression be criminalized in this country. And as far as these charges in court today are concerned, there is nowhere where we are tempted to stifle the right of any Nigerian, including Blord, to freedom of expression and freedom to speak his mind. The matter is not as pertains to the right of Blord and VDM to engage in social media banters. We do not and we will never accept a situation where Nigerian will be stopped through the instruments of law or will be punished through the instruments of law for speaking out his mind. What we are litigating in court today is beyond social media banter. What we are litigating in court today is the issue of impersonation, the issue of cheating, the issue of advanced free fraud, and the issue and other issues of cyber squatting, which has been litigated in court and is pending before this court. The issue as to whether his right to speak can never be curtailed. We will never take part in ensuring or using the instruments of law or the police to curtail the rights of Nigerians to speak. No. But the issues we've brought to court are live issues that border on crime. But all the same, having said that, we also believe that those issues can be resolved amicably. And we are set to ensure that these matters are resolved inter parties and we have peace in this particular field. We thank you.
So now, from what Barrister Marshall have explained, we know already that Blord went against the law. So now the law have to take its course, because when you commit a crime, you must face the law. Me, I'm still of the opinion that Very Dark Man must go on with this case. Blord must face the law. The law must take a course of this crime he committed. Nobody is above the law. He have committed a crime, yes. Is he sorry? I don't know. And I don't care if he's sorry. Let him face the law so that other people will learn. So that our judicial system will be working. We will know that this our law is functioning. It's not because say Blord asked somebody like the video. I'm going to play a video of a Very Dark Man response, or the video that Very Dark Man posted after Blord was granted bail. Let me allow you people to listen to Very Dark Man first of all.
I get money, get maths, get power. Your papa not fit do anything. You know, fit pass a rats.
All right, so this post is not to mock Blord, and I swear that on God, I have no intention as to mocking Blord with this particular post. So it's not one of those videos where Very Dark Man will say, ah, ha, ha, I have the last laugh. Shebi, I told you, Blord have been remanded, blah, 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 blah. It's not one of those videos. This video is strictly for educational purposes. Secondly, I'm very happy that Blord was granted bail, but unfortunately for him, he had to be taken back to the Kuje Correctional Center until Monday because he could not perfect his bail condition. As you all know, one of the conditions that the judge gave is that he's going to tender his international passport. So after all the efforts that was put by my lawyer, Marshal Abubakar, and his own son, they tried everything they could, but his passport could not come from Anambra on time. So he had to be taken back to the Kuje Correctional Center. Secondly, unfortunately for him, he spent over 2 weeks at the Kuje Correctional Center. And one of those days in the 2 weeks was for the Easter holiday, a day he would have spent with his beautiful wife and his lovely kids. But like I said, unfortunately for him. Now, in the video that I played, Blord said, I get money, I get mouth, I get power. Your papa no fit do anything. You are a rat. Now, this is why I said this video is strictly for educational purposes. Under the unwritten laws, you see this video that he made, videos like this that insinuate and say the other party should go and do their worst. I've sent a lot of people to their early grave. Go and do your worst. I've sent a lot of people to their early grave. No matter the power, no matter the influence, no matter the money, no matter the connection that you have, you should never tell your fellow man or a person to go and do their worst, because there are some people in a bid to do their worst. They can go as far, even if they don't have money, they can go as far as selling their organs. They can sell their kidney to make sure they have the resources to do their worst. And after doing that worst to you, they go buy after 1 week because their other kidney is not functioning well. I belong to that group of people. Now, secondly, in this country, a lot of people believe that once you have money, no matter the crime that you commit, you are going to pay for that crime and you walk away with it. But I want you people to believe that with this case, you people will now understand that there's still hope in the justice system of Nigeria. There's a phrase in Nigeria and it goes like this: if you don't get money, know the law. If you don't know the law, you should know the judge. But fortunately, again, for Blord, he has the money, he has the connection, you understand, like he claimed. I don't know, but like he claimed. But sadly, the judge that handled this case is a judge with a lot of credibility. And I'm talking about Justice Hajimogobia, a woman that is not willing to compromise. No matter the money that was being offered, she was not willing to compromise. She was willing to uphold the justice system of Nigeria, to say the law is the law. Because if we had met, or if they had met, or if the case was presented to a corrupt judge, maybe we for not even see our law they work. Do you understand? That's number 2. Number 3, you see this part? I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, I have to say it. Now, I'm not going to lie, Abubakar Marshal spoke to me. If you see the confidence he used in making his interview, he spoke to me, and I gave him a signal that I was willing to withdraw the case, right? But Marshal, I'm very, very sorry that I lied to you, and all the sign that I gave you, no verse, no lie. I'm not going to be discontinuing or withdrawing the case, and it's for one reason. And this reason is because Omoyele Sowore said he's going to discontinue the case. And I want to let him know that it's not possible with me. I'm a very proud and egotistic person. And I want to let Omoyele Sowore know that he cannot discontinue that case because he does not have the power. You know, a lot of people in diaspora, maybe when they watch that video, maybe when they saw his tweet, they will think that in Nigeria, anybody can just withdraw a case that another person filed. That's not how it works. As a matter of fact, even the president of the country cannot discontinue a case. Even the Chief Justice of the Federation, that is the president of the judiciary, the third arm of the government, cannot discontinue a case, let alone Omoyele Sowore. If the only person that can discontinue the case is the Attorney General, even in the law, it still states that unless the case is off, there's a way the case will be before if you discontinue them. So, like I said, I get pride, and I'm unapologetic about it. I'm very egotistic. So I want to show Omoyele Sowore that I cannot discontinue the case. The case is coming up on the 27th. So after then, if they don't solve if the case does not, if the judge does not pass the judgment that day, we go to continue. It can go up to 20 years. This is just to let Omoyele Sowore know that the law in Nigeria is not sentimental. And to all the people crying left, right, and center, the law is not sentimental. If you impersonate anybody, you forge a document, you use people's faces without the authority, you will face the law. No matter who you be, you will face the law. Lastly, this case cannot be talked about again because it's in court. So I know if you can't talk about them again. Do you understand? I know if you can't talk about them again. However, if Blord comes out tomorrow and somebody say Blord scam him or Blord do this to I pay money to Blord, I go still call him out. 100%. If you come tomorrow, something of 100 naira is saying at 25, I go still say that thing. Because under my constitutional rights, I can do these things. And I will continue to do it. And if you can come out tomorrow, say he wants to do billboard or do this one, do that one, we go still do them again through the law. And through the law, because the law is no respecter of any person, the law will take its course. That's all. It's as simple as ABCD. So, we move on to the next case on the table. Peace and love, don't play.
So now, you have heard everything that Very Dark Man said. I'm so happy that Very Dark Man, it's not because of his ego. Maybe he's saying because of his ego. I don't care about his ego. Maybe he's saying because of Sowore. I don't care about Sowore. But what I'm happy is that he's ready to continue with this case so that Blord will be judged. Let his lawyer and the state stand and judge this case. If Blord is found guilty, let him be punished. If he has to pay a fine, let him pay the fine according to the book. If he has to go to jail, let him go to jail according to the book. We want a working Nigeria. We want a system that we can depend on, that we can run to when we have no help. Is that not what we want? Does it matter who is involved? Or you people want to turn this country to when somebody commits crime, one baba or one mama somewhere, one rich man or one governor, one politician somewhere will call and say, leave this boy, now my boy, now my boy, now my boy. Just forgive him. What do you want for us to close this case? Bribery and corruption don't kill Nigeria finish. That's why our law know the work. Then go build a house for the judges. Then go buy car for the judges. Then go put money for their bank account so that they go maru the cases. That's why our judicial system is not working. They are supposed to face the law, bring the book, say, this is the constitution of Nigeria. This is the law of Nigeria. So now what does it say? What did you do, Mr. Man? What did you do, Mrs. Woman? This is the sin he committed. What is it in the book? Let's all see what the book say. The book say papa. The book say kakaka. This thing the book say. We have to make sure that this thing was so that the person that is behind you. Many people are looking. They want to see what's going to happen to Blord. A lot of people want to see what's going to happen to this matter, this case. If this case is going to be swept under the carpet, if the family and the who know who then will come together and begin to beg and begin to try to dialogue on the table, that what are you dialoguing? It is a criminal case. I don't see anything to dialogue in this case. I don't see anything to dialogue. Let them just go through the law, follow the book, so that the Nigeria judicial system will work, will be respected. The poor will fear, the rich will fear. Our system go to function. All the crazy people wait there for the country, we go know where we go put them. There are many people who don't colo mental, where their brain they function upside down for this society. How can we fish them out if the law is not working? There are many people in suit, many people in jeep that are bringing bad name to this country. It doesn't matter how much you have in your bank account. It doesn't matter how popular you are. I was just looking at Sowore, just looking at him standing by Marsha, listening to everything that Marsha said. At the end, this is what he has to say. Let's listen to Sowore.
There is no battle fought that doesn't have consequences. Whether you are fighting government, you are fighting, even people who are not in government, it must have consequences. And the consequences for me are always broad. for somebody who, when I fought in the university, was expelled twice, just for standing up for my right, who sustained lots of injuries. My face is disheveled, because of torture and police brutality. I've lost family members, lost businesses, I've lost my freedom. This was a lawyer who defended me when I was kept in this country for 5 years because we're against the very bloody, wicked, and inhuman Buhari regime. So why would I bother about? If somebody came on last week and said it was asked to assassinate me, why would assassination of my character be? That one is small compared to what they like to do. They would like to take my life. So I can absorb that, and I appreciate that I've been unmasked. From now on, I'll stop wearing masks. But the most important thing today is that, just like we started this, the conversation is about how my lawyer is what got me involved, Marshall, will disengage from the process that got us here. And he has explained to you that disengagement has commenced. And we are fine. Whose power? Yes. It's not a chant issue. I'm happy about that. Nobody told me about the fact that they want to settle. But he has said before all of you that disengagement will commence now. What we wanted and what I asked for is that for anybody in Nigeria, the law should not be used as an instrument of oppression. That's what I call lawfare. And now that we have agreed that this can be resolved and has been resolved halfway, Mr. Blord is likely to get his bail today. He will return to his family and he will be a free man to pursue either further litigation or a settlement. And the settlement is not something I'll be involved in, so that you know. My role ends here. And my role ends whenever somebody who I judge...
So, Mr. Showore, so say Blord was not arrested unjustly. You know all this crime that Blord committed. You never for once made mention of it. And people are supporting you. And people are saying, why are we trying to bring down a Showore? Showore, is this the kind of Nigeria you say you fight for? You that say you have been fighting since when you were in school, they expel you from school, police beat you, you go jail. There was even a video of yours that you said that you will still go back to jail. It's not going back to jail and how long you have been fighting that matters, Showore. It is how well did you fight? Were you fighting rightly? All this thing that you have been doing, that very dark man is trying to expose now. If you look deep into it, if it is true, then you have not fought a just fight. You are just a camouflage. If everything is truly the way very dark man is trying to expose it, then you are a camouflage. You are not really looking for a better Nigerian, Mr. Showore. If you did not condemn what Blord did, you never condemn it for what? What is your which kind of human right you say you fight for? What is the meaning of your own human rights where you fight for? They picked up Livinus and locked him up. You never tweeted anything against him. You never said anything against him. Because Blord a rich man now, so your name, you go stand, you see the way they stand for TV. You like TV. You like camera. You want to be in the news. You want to be everywhere. You want to be everywhere. You just want them to put you in the front, make them know say na Showore. You don't go fight for Livinus, so I don't see you go fight for Livinus. Not even Livinus. The lady, the nurse that was thrown out of her work because she called out the state where she's working in the hospital. They sent her off work. You didn't come out to say it is injustice what they did to her. Which kind of human right they fight? Only big men people they fight human right for, so that news go carry your Sahara go put you for news. All the thing where they happen underground, no, they see you, they fight for the commoners. The only big people they fight for, An unjust fight, Mr. Showore. The people go they look you now with too high. We're looking at you with too high now, Mr. Showore. Maybe you say for now you don't go they wear man, they don't unmax you, they are still unmaxing you. We want good Nigerians, patriotic Nigerians, sacrificial Nigerians, rightful Nigerians. People that will be there that we know. If now you then put now you won't become president. Now this kind of thing you want to do president. You will see evil, you will not be able to say it. Which kind thank God you will never you will not be president if you like make a contest million times. You go where you come from. I don't have anything against you, but it is so funny. It is really funny. We can laugh over this, but somebody like you that say you fight for human rights, you don't even know the meaning of that human rights that you fight for. You choose paths. You are always one-sided when it comes to your own activism. Showore, you are one-sided because this Blord matter has shown how one-sided you are. You never for once mentioned the criminal activity, the criminal act of Blord. You never for once condemned. Even after Marshall still explained to you, you standing with your two antenna ear close to him. You didn't still mention it. You still say your own is to stand against anybody. Nobody carry Blord unjustly. He refused to obey the law. They sent him notification letters. He refused to come. He refused to come. And that you will not admit. Because you want to always portray that things are not working. You will not admit that actually the due course was followed to pick up Blord. You didn't admit that. You see, you show what? You want to continue to project that things are not working. But when things work, they no go see you come pray. Say, truly this thing really work. You want to remain it. You renamed the whole thing and begin to call very dark man an oppressor. That is so disappointing of you. So disappointing of you. So, guys, I'm going to end this video here. Blord will still be there till Monday, and I hope his bail requirement is met, so he can be with his family, and from home he can go. And on the 27th, the case it will be continued. So very dark man has said he's not going to back down. I don't care whether he's not backing down because of Showore or because of his ego. But I want to believe it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing, like he has said. We want a working Nigeria. So the due course will follow. They will go to court as many times they will go. The judges will sit down. The lawyers will come to court and they will plead their cases. And whoever is guilty will be judged and will face the penalty. That's how it's supposed to be done. Fair play. No, I know you, I know you. No money, no bribe, nothing. Let everything play the way it's supposed to be. And let Blord face. If Blord is not guilty, then tomorrow, me, I get people who have to take their picture, they do something. No. I go take somebody picture, do something. You can't sue me. Because if Blord can get away with it, everybody can get away. If it's not in the law, if it's something that anybody can do, why not? Why not? Anybody can do it. If Blord gets away with it, tomorrow now, somebody can use somebody's face to go and scam somebody. You say, no, not be me. It's allowed. That's what Blord is trying to. We should be careful the things we allow. We should be very careful the things we allow. Because the kind of thing is going to give birth to it, it will be unimaginable. So I'm so happy the way this case is going. Blord, we're happy for you. You will go and be with your family. And next time you will know that you have a family. You will think of your family. Your wife there, they follow social media. They see all those things back away you and Blord will do. You have family and friends. People when they push you. Not only you go jail now, they don't follow you go jail. So even if say they come back, now you go see suffer. Now you go see suffer at the end of the day. Now you go see spend money. Now you go see spend money until they go court. Two of them go they suffer together. So when I go rob, two of them go rub this potopoto until you go see who the potopoto go cover. Now it be the thing. So now you, as you be saying, now you start and continue. You must see the end. You must see the end. And I hope that you will really face the cause. You will really face the law, because this thing you did is going to give birth to a lot of negative approach. If you did not pay for what you have done, as long as it is against the law. If it is not against the law and you go scot-free, then it is a license for others to do such. So I want to believe that our judicial system will define this kind of acts that you've committed, so that people like us out there that are watching and waiting to know the next step, will know what we do, will know where we go from. Because if Blord can get away with this, why not? So very dark man, you are doing a good job. You are not a perfect being. You have your own flaws, and as many of us that will be calling you out for where you have gone wrong, I just hope you also have an open mind to correct your wrongs and uh, and watch your step, or step anybody that will not allow Nigeria to grow. Climb on all of them. Anybody that doesn't want Nigeria to grow, we want to remove them. As we dey waka, we dey comot them for road. We dey comot them. All the people wey don't want Nigeria to stand, comot all of now for road. Put una where una belong to. Nigeria will be great. A new Nigeria is possible, according to Peter Obi. A new Nigeria is possible. And if people like us are here talking about it, we believe a new Nigeria is possible. So I want to thank you all for watching to this time, and I appreciate you all. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.